gotta decorate a king cake, otherwise it's just I don't know. Now, I was first introduced to king cake in 2016. I'd never heard of it before in my entire life, and I was instantly smitten. It was delicious. Every year since then, I've made a king cake, and I have settled on this recipe from Barbara Bakes as one of the best I've come across. And like all good love stories, it starts with flour and yeast. First, you take 350 grams of flour and mix it with 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. In a saucepan, take 240 milliliters of milk, 50 grams of sugar, and a big pinch of salt. Heat that up over medium-low heat until the sugar dissolves and the temperature is about 120. Perfect. With the mixer running, add the liquid. Then add 2 eggs, one at a time. Mix in about 140 grams more flour and then take 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter that is softened and cut into 12 pieces and add those one piece at a time until they're fully incorporated. It takes like 1 to 2 minutes between each piece of butter. And then just let it go. After about 8 minutes, dump it onto a lightly floured surface and knead it a few times and then put it back into a greased bowl. This is gonna go in the fridge for about an hour, hour and a half. And in the meantime, I'm gonna make the cinnamon filling, which is 145 grams of light brown sugar, and I like a heaping half tablespoon of cinnamon. Mix that together and then add 4 tablespoons of soft butter. I should have used a spoon or something. That is mixed enough for me. After an hour or so, the dough will be doubled in size. Dump it out and then roll it out to about 10 inches by 20 inches. Now I'm going to take the filling and smear it over half of the dough, and then fold the dough over. Press the dough down and pinch the edges, and then I like to use a pizza cutter to slice it into 3 strips. Take these and braid them, and then form it into a circle on a greased pan or a parchment or silpat lined pan. Pinch the edges together. Mine does not look too good, but it'll bake up nicely. Let it rest for another hour, and in the meantime, I'm gonna make a Vieux Carré. I'm gonna go with the Difford's Guide recipe. So it starts with 1 dash of Angostura bitters, 2 dashes of Peychaud's bitters, 1/3 ounce of Bénédictine, 3/4 ounce sweet vermouth, 3/4 ounce Cognac, and 3/4 ounce 100 proof rye. Stir this over ice and then strain over a fresh block of ice. To garnish, I'm going to express the zest of a lemon twist and then just drop it in there, to the confusion of our enemies. Oh man, this is delicious. If you like Manhattans, I definitely recommend a Vieux Carré. Now after another hour, you take your braided dough and slide it into a 350-degree oven. I'm going with 25 minutes until it comes out around 195 degrees. I let it rest for about 10 minutes on the pan, and then I moved it onto this cooling rack that I put on the pan because now I've got my glaze that I'm going to dump over the top. This does not seem like enough. And now, very important, purple sprinkle. Oh, my. They came out too fast. Green and gold. Now lastly, you gotta put a baby inside. Now, I was the one who got the baby that first year I ever had the king cake. And I used that baby in the years after that, but at some point that baby disappeared. So I'm taking Lego Batman without a helmet and also without one hand. Yeah, it's a choking hazard, and I'm gonna shove him up in there, just smushing him in. And whoever gets the piece with Lego Batman is the lucky winner this year. And I'm gonna slice all around it. I should have looked where I put Lego Batman because I don't wanna cut him in half, but instead I'm just gonna cut it in slices. Vieux Carré, king cake. Look at that baby. Happy Mardi Gras.